Good morning, this is the man with a hat and my name is Steve, and today I've got this gentleman with me, Lee, who last week found something quite unusual. Right, Lee, I understand that last week you were metal detecting with the Yorkshire Searchers.
I was, yes.
And something quite remarkable happened. Just tell us in your own words the first thing you knew when this unusual thing happened.
Okay, so I've been on the field about 15 minutes and then I got a really nice signal. I dug it, got it out, gold ring. So
now it was this gold ring, and what a remarkable ring it was. What was your first thoughts when you saw it?
Well, my first thoughts was I never find anything, so I thought, well, yeah, is it costume jewellery? Is it something...
Costume jewellery?
Yeah.
Did you really think that?
I did, yeah, because, I mean, the first thing I did was I showed it to my friend. I won't name him because he'll be quite embarrassed, because he said, yes, that's costume jewellery, chuck it away. So I thought, well, let's go see...
He actually said chuck it away?
He did, yeah. So I thought, well, let's go see a marshal and see what they say.
Right.
So showed it to a marshal, and that all hell let loose. It was fantastic.
You're surrounded by people all of a sudden, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because I've been there. I found a Tudor ring as well, but I actually thought at first it was just a piece of junk jewellery. So I can understand, but yours was quite different. This is bright yellow gold. As the picture shows now, it's a beautiful condition ring.
That's why we thought it was costume jewellery, because it was almost too yellow from what you normally see with gold. You know, your 9 carats or whatever.
And now you know, of course, it's the purity.
Yeah, but it did have some weight to it, and then that swayed me really. So I'm glad I didn't chuck it away.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been detecting?
I've been detecting about 18 months.
18 months?
Yeah.
Is that your first treasure trove?
Well, it's definitely my first treasure trove, yeah.
And I understand that our local Finds Liason Officer, Amy, has already assigned a treasure number to it.
Yeah, she has, yeah. I'll hand it in soon, which is a shame. But,
so she's allowed you to keep it in your possession to show people?
Yes, she has, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we all know that this will now go through the process. So your ring will actually end up in public view in a museum somewhere after the process is finished, but that could be well over a year. Did she say this?
No, she didn't. I mean, but to be fair, whatever the process takes or however long it takes, I'm really happy that it's basically on show for people to see.
Well, this brings me to a point, because a lot of people will be asking the question now in the back of their minds. I'm going to ask this question for those people. What is it worth?
I've no idea. I've had sort of escalations from £2,000 up to £10,000. Value-wise, it's not a problem to me. I don't care. It's not about the money. It's about going out, finding treasure, and sort of preserving it for future.
And do you hear of treasure on this Yorkshire Searchers Club being found every week?
You're almost quite lucky to actually be in that position. You never sort of think, oh, I'm going to find something decent. And sometimes when you get disheartened, I think, really, keep at it, because that nice find can come to anybody.
And a nice find really is just something like a 200, 300 year old coin.
Yeah.
You know, and even they're hard to come by sometimes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've had, so in 18 months I've had about 10 silver coins, something like that. So not a lot to really shout about. And then when that come out, you know, I want to be out there every day now.
Yeah.
Doing it.
There's every metal detector's dream to find an item of treasure trove, something which will end up in the local museums that everyone can see it, and your name as the finder recorded forever and ever. What did your family, what was their first reaction when they showed it to them?
Well, of course, my fiancée, she tried it on and wanted to swap it for the engagement ring I'd already bought her. So really, but yeah, I mean, absolutely thrilled for me, because I've never found anything of any sort of, you know, significant historic value, which is, you know, the key. It's not about the money. You know.
Did you happen to see the farmer by any chance, the landowner?
No, but I really owe the farmer a debt of gratitude, and I would like to thank the farmer for letting Yorkshire Searchers on the actual dig and on their land, because, you know, these things wouldn't be found if they didn't let us on.
Absolutely. And what we're really doing at the end of the day is saving an important piece of history.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great stuff. Well, thank you, Lee, very much. That's for Lee's story. You know, I'm a metal detectorist too and have a growing YouTube channel, and this doesn't happen every day. People like to think it does, and people join this hobby sometimes for the wrong reasons, thinking they're going to find treasure trove and strike it rich overnight. That's not the reality. The reality is it's very rare. It only happens very, very occasionally, and you'll be lucky if it ever happens to you. He's been lucky just last week. I was lucky a year ago. That's a coincidence, because they were both Tudor rings. His was far better than mine though. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so.